such a time as this.
And welcome back to For Such a Time as This, the place where there is no such thing as a silent witness. Please subscribe to the channel as we get more subscribers, and we're growing. It unlocks more features that these platforms let you do. All right, as we continue to look through the biblical lens at this wonderful world and country we live in. Romans 1:18, for the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who by their unrighteousness suppress the truth. For what can be known about God is plain to them, because God has shown it to them. For his invisible attributes, namely his eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly perceived ever since the creation of the world in the things that have been made, so that they are without excuse. For although they knew God, they did not honor him as God or give thanks to him, but they became futile in their thinking, and their foolish hearts were darkened. Claiming to be wise, they became fools. Claiming to be wise, they became fools. And this transgender fiasco that's going on is proof that Romans 1 is true. You have an old school Democrat in Rahm Emmanuel who admits to the foolishness. Here he is with Megyn Kelly.
Do you believe boys should be able to play in girls' sports?
No.
Do you believe that...
Is this the round robin?
Yeah, we'll do a quick rapid fire. And then we can move past this.
Okay.
Do you believe that kids under the age of 18 should be able to be put on puberty blockers and then cross-sex hormones?
I think parents have to make that decision themselves. I think that a child is too young at 18 to make that decision. It has to be made with a family and that choice. I think before somebody makes a life decision, they have to think twice about that.
So you disagree then with the Tim Walz policy in Minnesota, where a child who doesn't get affirmed by his parents can go into Minnesota and get jurisdiction there and get the parental decision overruled?
Yeah, look, I think these are life decisions, and I'm also slightly both. I have two minds, not two minds, but two strains that influence an opinion. One, this is a life decision, and a child can't make that decision. You have to have some moral development and character and judgment and foundation for that. Two, parents have to be involved in that, and I think that's for them to make. I don't think the public should be in that space.
What if, there are some parents out there who are completely whacked in the head. There really are. They're
well,
not
that's not
all
news, is it?
But it's
not
it's
just on, no.
No, it's not news, but to me it's terrifying because...
I left this out, but I want to repeat it, is I have a son and two daughters, and they are physically different. And that's why when it comes to sports...
Why did all the Democrats bail off of that point? A couple came out right after the election, and they said what you just said, and then they got browbeaten, and then they started to walk back.
The answer's in the question. That's not ever scared me. And, I used to say this to President Clinton and President Obama. Sound is not always fury. Sometimes it's just sound. And don't assume just because somebody's screaming at you, they represent more than their own voice.
Should we be putting men in female prisons? Men claiming they're women?
No.
And, all right, here's my last one for you. Can a man become a woman?
Can a man become a woman? No.
Thank you.
No.
That's so easy. Why don't more people in your party just say that?
Because I'm now going to go into a witness protection plan.
If it was so easy, why did it take him 3 seconds to answer? The further we move away from God, the more stupid we become. I'll be honest with you. In a sane society, if the parents want to make the decision to transition their kids, in a sane society, the parents should lose custody. That's just me. We want to be so nice to people. Wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who by their unrighteousness suppress the truth. The truth is a man can't become a woman. It doesn't take 3 seconds to answer that. Can a man become a woman? No, no, no. Emphatically, no. No. And anybody who thinks that a man can become a woman, up until 100 years, well, not even 100, up until 50 years ago, if someone said that a man can become a woman, there's a word attached to that person. We've moved away from it, but 50 years and going back, even to ancient Rome, ancient Greece, ancient Persia, when someone said a man can become a woman, there was a word for that. Insanity.
For such a time as this,